Welcome to M7 My Mind Matters. I'm Paul Beck from engagewithsuccess.com. This is the ultimate destination for exploring the inner workings of your mind, unlocking the secrets to cultivating a success mindset, and igniting your personal growth for lasting inner peace. Through immersive workshops, you will experience the synergy of breathwork, mindfulness, and meditation as catalysts for your mental fitness and profound transformation. You'll be guided on a path to embrace the present moment, master your mind, and cultivate emotional management. Engage with success and attain your state of grace by tuning in for the live broadcast of M7 My Mind Matters on Mondays at 7 p.m. UK time, or catch up at your convenience on social media. Visit engagewithsuccess.com and click on the resources button for links and plenty of free inspiration. Hello there, very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us here on M7 My Mind Matters. My name is Paul Beck and I'll be your coach this evening, taking you through three major tools that we'll be using, and that will be breathwork, mindfulness, and meditation. These three tools work perfectly. They've got great synergy and they seem to step up on one another. So we start with the breath work. Very simple, very straightforward. If you've never done it before, do not panic. It's easy to do and I'll give you all the instructions you need. Why would you want to do breath work? Well, first of all, it may be something that you'll do because you're anxious, you're wound up, you're nervous, and it can help you to calm down. That'll be true of all the tools this evening. But each week, and we do this every Monday at 7 p.m., each week we come up with a different reason to consider these three tools. And tonight it's about tapping into your intuition. And when I say intuition, I'm talking about that gut feeling. Something happens, we can feel something. You've got this knowing that something is right or something is wrong. And so you want to tap into that. And that's exactly what we're going to be focused on this evening, and give you the opportunity to really understand how you can make the most of these gut feelings of your intuition. Now, if you are new to this, ideally you'll be sat down, you're comfortable, you can have your shoes on, you can have your shoes off, you can have your socks on, your socks off, you can be barefoot on the floor. It's entirely up to you what's most comfortable for you. Let me make it very clear to you that I cannot see you. Unlike some of the other platforms you can see each other, I cannot see you. So when I say close your eyes, feel free to do that. Nobody else can see you. And also, I cannot hear you. So when we're doing the breathing exercises, feel free to make noise. Nobody can hear you either. So this is kind of a one-way monologue, you could argue. But the fact is, if you can email me, you can get in touch with me afterwards, you can send information, you can ask questions, and then we certainly will have dialogue. But during the presentation, during the live presentation, and it then goes into a broadcast and a podcast and gets reused, you've got the opportunity to reach out and watch this in the comfort of your home. I wouldn't suggest you listen to this while you're driving, because obviously you're not going to close your eyes while you're driving, but it's certainly something you could listen to on a break, certainly something you can listen to while you're at work, something you could listen to whilst you're in bed. From my experience, if you lay down rather than sit down, there's a very good chance that you will fall asleep. Now, if that's something you could do with, if you are really tired and you could do with some sleep, hey, take advantage of this. And if you fall asleep and miss the live presentation, who cares, right? Because you can watch it back at your convenience when it's convenient for you. That can be any day of the week, any time of day, or even night. Alrighty, I want to get into the breath work, because from my experience, I try to run close to an hour. I say close to an hour because if I go over an hour, some of the social media platforms don't allow me to put the video on. So I get close to an hour, but I try to stay under it. And if you do feel that you're getting tired, or you need to stand up and have a wriggle, or you've been sat down all day, maybe you work in an office, perhaps you've been driving all day, then feel free to stand up. Just get comfortable and make this a really pleasant and enjoyable experience. I will share a lot more information as we make our way through the presentation. Okay, so when you're ready, close your eyes, get nice and comfortable. Sit in your chair. Put your hands on the top of your legs and take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. If you've had a stressful day, take the opportunity right now to really unwind. Let any pressures, any anxieties, any stress that you've got, just imagine it for a moment dissipating. Imagine it evaporating into the ether, into the atmosphere. Nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, I'm going to start counting now. I'm going to give you the opportunity to breathe in for 3. We'll hold on to that breath for 3, and then we'll let it out for 3. So in through the nose for 1, 2, 3. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, and let it out for 1, 2, 3. Let's do the same now for 4. So nice deep breath in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I just want to take a moment to give you the opportunity to let your mind drift off. This is all part of mindfulness, meditation, breath work, and it's quite normal for your mind to wander. So if you feel like, whoa, my mind's, I'm thinking about something totally different now, I'm not listening to Paul anymore, don't worry. The moment you realize that, you just bring it back. So let me just share a little bit about intuition. Ultimately, this is your ability to understand or know something without the need for conscious reasoning or analysis. So, as I said at the very start, this often involves a gut feeling or a hunch, as we often say in the US, or an immediate understanding that arises from your inner awareness, or you might like to think of it as a subconscious processing of information. Any way you like to look at this is fine, any language you like to use, but I think we're all on the same page here. So intuition can be a valuable tool for decision making or even problem solving, because it draws upon past experiences. It draws upon your knowledge and even your emotions. And this way it can often provide insights and guidance. So sometimes it's described as a form of knowing. This is really difficult to explain through logical or rational means. We know we got this feeling. We often talk about it. I've got this gut feeling. I just feel like something might happen. I don't know why. It could be good. It could be bad. You don't know why. You don't need to know. Okay, let's do that nice deep breath in now for 5. In through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, just for a moment, as you breathe in and out at your own pace, I want you to imagine that the air you're breathing in is pure, it's clean, it's fresh, and it feels really, really good. And as you let your breath out, just imagine that being like the fumes from your car. This is what you've already used. It's coming out of your exhaust. So it could be grey, it could be dirty, it could be full of stress and anxiety. So breathing in beautiful, clean, fresh air and allowing the dirty air, the carbon monoxide, if you will, to come on out. Just breathing at your own pace. Let's get really comfortable. Should be feeling pretty good at this point. Okay, we're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, when you're ready, just allow your eyes to open, come back into the room. Just take a moment to really feel calm and relaxed. Notice how your body feels. Notice how good this might all be feeling for you. Do you feel different already? And that's just the breathing exercises. We're going to step it up now and go into mindfulness. Now, if that's a word that you've heard before and you're thinking, oh, I know what that is, hey, maybe we'll do it differently to what you're accustomed to. Or perhaps you've never done it before, but you just got some idea what it's all about. Again, this can be very different to what you're accustomed to. It might be exactly what you're accustomed to, but the whole point is just to enjoy the experience. Drop any preconceptions you've got, clear your mind, and just enjoy the experience. Okay, so when you're ready, close your eyes, hands on the top of your legs, feet flat on the floor, and take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Now you can see why we start with breath work, because this is a great way to start your mindfulness practice. Okay, now we're going to use the 5 senses to really tap in to our awareness. We're going to take the opportunity to observe our thoughts and emotions. We're certainly going to be in the present moment. We can create a space for silence. We could use this to set intentions. And most of all, tonight is we'll take the opportunity to listen or observe our intuition. So whilst you've got your eyes closed, keep them closed. Let's start with the sense of touch. I just want you to move your hands up and down gently on your legs. And there's a good chance you've got a garment between your hand and your leg. So you might have a pair of jeans on, a pair of trousers, a pair of shorts. You might have a skirt on, a dress. With your eyes closed, just pay attention to the fabric that your hand's moving along. Is it soft? Is it gentle? Is it silky? Can you feel the texture of the fabric? Has it got bumps in it, ridges in it, pleats in it? Just pay attention to what you can feel. Is it warm? Is it cold? What does it feel like? Now, the beauty of these techniques is that you can use them even in public. You could be at a meeting at work and you can feel a trigger. You can feel you getting wound up. You can feel that something is annoying you, frustrating you. And any of these skills that we're about to share with you could be done in the presence of other people. So, for example, if you're sat at a desk or you're all around a table in a meeting and somebody's annoying you, you could just tune out, keep your eyes open. Obviously, right now, I want you to have them closed. But if you're in a meeting, you don't want everyone else to know what on earth is he or she doing. Then you could just start to rub your hands up and down your legs gently without anybody knowing. Or you don't even have to move your entire arm. You could just move the fingertips and observe the fabric. And by taking your attention somewhere else, this can help you to calm down. It can help with emotional management. And it can certainly help to keep your thoughts and your emotions where you want them and not where someone else might move them. Now, we're talking about acting on inspiration tonight. And mindfulness, meditation, even the breath work can be valuable practices for enhancing your ability to act on inspiration. Now, these practices can help you become more aware of your thoughts, and we're going to pay attention to those in a moment. your emotions, and most importantly tonight, your impulses, making it easier to recognize and act upon moments of inspiration. And of course, we never really know when they might arise. You could be in the middle of a meeting, you just get this feeling to do something. It's up to you whether you act on it or not. And that's what we're trying to tune into right here, right now. So, of course, you're going to cultivate awareness too. And this will help you to really be in the present moment. And by being in the present moment, you are paying attention to your thoughts, your feelings, bodily sensations, and even the environment around you. But here's the key. You do so without any judgment. You're just paying attention. You're just noticing things, but you don't have to do anything about it. And then you may get that inspiration to do something. Now, I said you'll also be observing your thoughts and your emotions. Recognize how they come and go, and don't try to hold on to them. Don't try to push them away. Just let them do what they will do. And this practice can really help you to become attuned to your mental and emotional thoughts, your mental and your emotional states. And by becoming attuned to these, it gives you the opportunity to control them to a much higher degree. Okay, let's move from our sense of touch to our hearing. Pay all your attention now to your hearing. In fact, I'm going to stop the music. Let me take the music away. Take the opportunity right now to listen to the sounds around you. What can you hear around you? You might be able to hear the television in another room. You might be able to hear the radio playing. You might be able to hear friends or family members chatting away in another room. Maybe you can hear someone clanking about upstairs if you're in a flat, or the kids are upstairs in the bedroom, something of that nature. Just listen out for sounds. Now, I want you to take your attention much further afield. Take your attention, specifically your listening, your hearing, and put it outside the room. Put it outside the building that you're in, and see if you can hear perhaps traffic outside. Maybe you can hear people walking up and down the pavement, the street outside. Maybe you've got a window open because it's hot. Maybe you can hear planes flying overhead. Maybe you can hear birds twittering in the background. Just pay attention to the sounds you can hear. And we're doing this with our eyes closed. And I always encourage you to do it with your eyes closed if you can. It really helps you to focus much more on the sense that you're paying attention to. But if you needed to, you could do this with your eyes open. If you were sitting somewhere, let's say in public, and you felt unsafe, or you felt like you'd look silly because you're in a park and you got your eyes closed, then you could sit there, just focus on one thing in front of you, perhaps a tree, and focus all your attention on your listening, on your hearing. And just notice what you can hear. Maybe label it. Oh, that's a plane. Now I can hear the birds. Now I can hear people talking. Now I can hear traffic. Now I can hear the birds again. These are all skills to help you get back to your awareness, get into that present moment. Now, this often helps you to create space for silence, and by dedicating some time to mindfulness or meditation, it can help you to get this beautiful, quiet place, because a calm and quiet mind is far more receptive to inspiration. And by using techniques like breath awareness, meditation, mindfulness, any of these skills that we're doing tonight, you've got the opportunity to achieve a mental stillness. This can really help you to receive and be receptive to inspiration, your intuition. Okay, bring your attention now back into the room where you are and see if you can notice and label the closest sound. Maybe you can hear a computer whirring. Maybe you can hear your own breathing. Let's focus on your own breathing right now. If you need to, just allow your breath to make a little noise. So as you breathe in, and then as you breathe out, just focus on that for a moment. Now, these are just two of our senses so far, touch and hearing. Let's take a moment now to go to smell. See if you can smell anything where you are. Can you smell anything from where you're sat right now? And again, with your eyes closed, your sense of smell can increase dramatically. Can you smell food? Maybe someone's cooking, maybe you just had dinner. Maybe there are flowers in the room that you're in. Maybe for this you like to light incense, and that helps you feel even more relaxed, even calmer. Maybe there's some smells you don't like. Maybe there's a bit of damp in the room. Maybe it's a little musty. Again, no right or wrong. It's just what you notice. See what you notice. Okay, and from our sense of smell, let's go to our sense of taste. What's going on inside your mouth? Now, I'm not going to ask you to go and get any food or chocolate or anything of that nature for this, just to save us time, really. But this is amazing. If you do it while you're eating your lunch, slow everything down and really pay attention, maybe to the texture of the bread in your sandwich. And then whatever's in your sandwich, maybe the coolness of the lettuce or the tomatoes, the taste of the cheese and the ham. Maybe you like to add salt and pepper and you can really pick up on that. I'm a big fan of chili. I love chilies. I love hot sauce. Really pay attention to those things. Of course, that could be chocolate. You could do that after our presentation. You can get yourself just a block of chocolate, a little square of chocolate, and pay attention to it. Really focus on it and taste it. Or it could be popcorn, a nice lolly. It could be anything. But just really pay attention and really try to sense the different tastes. Maybe something like a curry, you might be able to pick out different types of flavors because there are so many in there and they're normally intermingled. But now by paying attention, you can really taste those different flavors coming through. This is a great one for lunch, for dinner. And of course, you can even do this when you're out and about. You can have your eyes open, just pay attention to what's going on inside your mouth. But if you can close your eyes, if you're away from anyone else, it's really, really a great way to enjoy your food. And then finally, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes. And this time we're going to use our sense of vision for mindfulness. So just look straight ahead of you, whatever there might be, a wall. Perhaps you're lucky enough to have some artwork, a painting. Maybe if you're in the bedroom, there's a headboard on a bed, or perhaps a mirror, maybe just looking at yourself. That would be fine too. Whatever there is in front of you, or maybe slightly to the left or right, take a moment right now to have a good look and pay attention to it. And when I say pay attention to it, first of all, you might want to look at the shape. What you're looking at, is it square, rectangular? Is it round? Is it got jagged edges? What shape is it? And then you can focus on the color. Now you might say, oh, it's just gray, or it's just blue, or it's just red. But has it got lots of different shades in there. And that might be because of, let's say it's a velvet. It's got all the little tufts of velvet. And so you got shades. You got the shadow in there. Just pay attention to those tiny little details. Straight in front of me right now, I can see bricks. And these bricks, you can see all different shapes. They're not all perfectly rectangular. Some of them are chipped and broken. Then you've got the cement around each area. You can see the shade underneath the bricks. So just pay exquisite attention to whatever you can see in front of you. And now just imagine what it would be like if you were to touch it. You don't need to, but if you were to touch it, would it be warm? Would it be cold? Would it be smooth? Would it be bumpy? Would it be sharp? Just imagine with your mind's eye what it would feel like just by looking at it. And as you stare away, as you focus intently on whatever it is you're looking at, does it start to move? Is it something that isn't still? Is it changing shape gently? Maybe it's the television and it's changing shape a lot, or not the TV, but the images are changing constantly. So there's lots of things that we can do. All of this is designed to slow our thinking down, bring us into the present moment. And the reason it does it is because we're directing our attention to something specific. Because when we're out and about, maybe at work, all sorts of information is coming in. The vast majority coming in through the eyes, then the ears, and of course it could be from sense, but even intuition comes into play. If you're talking to somebody, have you ever had that when you're talking to them and you get this feeling that they could be lying to you, or you don't trust them, but you don't know why? This is intuition. This is what we're tapping into. This is what we're playing with tonight. And again, breathwork, mindfulness, and just use 5 different mindfulness tools helps you to tune in and really get a feeling for what the intuition might be. Okay, now we're going to go into our final section, and this is meditation. Again, I like to think that we're stepping up each one. So we go from breathing, which is very straightforward. The breathing is a great way to get into our mindfulness. And the mindfulness designed to get you focused on one specific thing. You don't need to do all 5 senses. Just pick the one. And you might just do it for 2 or 3 minutes. Meditation takes a little longer. You could do 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. I'm going to encourage you to try and do 15 minutes. And maybe as you get better and better at this, you might even go for 20 minutes. I certainly don't think there's a great deal of sense to do longer than that. If you do a long time, then it makes it more difficult to do. And so it's more difficult to fit into your life. And if you are looking to do this on a daily basis, I would highly recommend you do, first thing in the morning is a perfect time to do it. Because when you wake up from sleep, everything is pretty calm anyway. You're in a really good place until your mind starts thinking. And before the day can run away, before you sit down at your computer and start checking emails and allowing your mind to run off, take some time just to chill out. And again, that could be sat in a room on your own. If you get the chance, close your eyes. You might decide just to look out into your garden. Maybe you've got a beautiful garden. You just want to observe nature and enjoy that. All of these things will work, but the morning is a really good time to do it. If you have a stressful job, maybe better for you is the evening. So maybe when you get home, before you do anything, before you interact with the family, before you sit down and have dinner, you just want to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to chill out, to bliss out. And that could be some music, some calming music, some relaxing music, some chill out music. Or maybe you're a fan of jazz and you just want some music on that you love and gets you in a good place. There are so many ways to do this. It's all about you feeling good. That's the goal here. It's what life's all about, right? Feeling good. But we tend to go out into the world and allow it to wind us up. We get stressed. We're working hard. We have lots of obstacles to get over. We have lots of challenges to overcome. And so then when we come home, we're tired, we're wound up. And this is how we can unwind. Okay, we're going to take a deep dive tonight on meditation. We've got about 20 minutes. So let's take a moment right now to close our eyes, and we're going to go right back to basics. So we'll start by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, hold on to it, and let it out through the mouth. Nice deep breath in through the nose, hold on to it, and let it out through the mouth. Now, whilst you're in this state, having done the breath work, having done the mindfulness, you're already in a great place to set an intention. So if there is something that you would love to do, if there is something important to you, maybe it's a goal, maybe it's something you've been meaning to do for a long time, whatever it may be, this is a great time to set an intention. And you may set an intention just to become more receptive to your own inspiration, and more importantly, to act on it when it arises. So that might be an intention that you want to set. Now, of course, trusting your intuition is key to all of this. Meditation that we're about to do can certainly help you become more in tune with your intuition. You can learn to trust your gut feelings, your inner guidance, and when you sense this inspiration, there's a very good chance with practice that you'll have the confidence to follow your instincts. It's a very powerful tool. Very powerful tool. Okay, so for our meditation, we're going to start off with what we call a body scan. This is something I tend to do frequently, regularly. So if you're a regular here at M7, My Mind Matters. By the way, I call it M7 because that's a reminder that this is on Mondays at 7. And My Mind Matters is really about your mind mattering. That's what it's about. Your mind is what matters. Okay, so we've taken a few deep breaths. Right now, I want you to imagine a ball of light about the size of a ping pong ball or a tennis ball, a small ball, just sitting 4, 5, 6 inches in front of you. And that ball is rotating gently, and now convert it, change it, morph it into a miniature sunshine. It's a small sunshine, a ball of golden light or white light, and it's just sitting there orbiting in front of you, rotating gently, and it's got your attention 100%. And now I want you to feel the heat coming off of that sunshine. Feel the heat coming onto your eyelids. It's a lovely heat. It's a beautiful heat. It's almost like you're at the end of the evening looking out at the sun and you can feel it radiating on your face. Or perhaps you love sunbathing and you can imagine yourself right now by a pool, on holiday, on a beach if you prefer, and that sun is right above you and you can feel it on your eyelids. It is gorgeous. It is relaxing. It is loving. It is healing. Now imagine that light building up on your eyelids, creating 2 small pools of light, little pools of light just above your eyes on the eyelids. And now that light makes its way not just on the eyelids, but penetrates the eyelids, goes behind the eyelids, and now the light is enveloping your eyes and it's making its way around your eyes, so inside and outside. And it's very relaxing. Maybe you've been at a screen all day, on a computer all day. Maybe you've had to use your phone often throughout the day. Maybe you've been looking at a sat nav all day long and your eyes are tired. Just allow this light to really calm them, massaging your eyes, making them feel more relaxed, chilled out. Try not to go to sleep. It's very easy to do at this point. My mum tells me she often falls asleep by this point of the broadcast. If you're listening, Mum, I love you. Get well soon. I know you haven't been well. Okay, now I want you to take that light beyond the eyes and imagine it making its way up your nose onto the bridge of your nose. So now you've got light on your eyelids, enveloping the eyes, but now it's moving as well up across the nose to the bridge of the nose. And now keep it going upward and bring it onto your forehead. And spread that light out over your forehead and imagine it almost massaging your forehead. In fact, if you need to, put your fingers there and massage your own forehead, only if you want to. If you can do it with your mind's eye and just imagine that light massaging, relaxing, helping you to chill out. It feels so good. If you are going to use your fingers, put your thumbs on your temples and use your hands, your fingers, your 4 fingers, and just gently rub your forehead. Let's take that light now further up and take it onto the scalp, onto the top of the head. You can imagine it massaging the top of your head if you need to. If you want to, use your fingers and allow your fingers to massage that head. Imagine that you're in a hair salon. Before they cut your hair, before they shampoo it, whilst they're wetting it and getting ready. If you've had that scalp massage, oh my goodness, it's so good. It feels so good. Now take that light over the top of your head and start bringing it down across the back of your head. Imagine it massaging, relaxing you, any stress, any pains you might have in your head, in your eyes, any tension being relaxed, being released and evaporating into the atmosphere. Taking that energy now into the back of the neck. And imagine someone being behind you, massaging the back of your neck. Taking that light now down onto the shoulders, left and right shoulders. Still imagining someone behind you massaging your shoulders. Now, the shoulders often take a lot of stress, a lot of tension, a lot of pressure. If that's true for you, imagine it being released. Let it go. Just let it go right here, right now. Now we're going to take that energy down through the right arm only. So from your right shoulder, imagine that light coming down into your right shoulder, into the upper part of your arm, over the biceps and the triceps, and it's spinning around the arm, massaging the biceps and the triceps, coming down now into the elbow. From the elbow, making its way down into the forearm, spinning around. Any aches or pains you may have, maybe you've been lifting heavy boxes throughout the day. Down into the wrists now. Maybe you just have aches and pains in your wrists, arthritis, rheumatism, things of that nature. Into your hand. Feel it coming into the palm now, into the palm. And now the energy will be coming out through your thumb like a laser beam. And then your forefinger, your middle finger, your wedding band finger, if you use the right hand. And finally, the little finger. 5 beams of light coming out through your right hand. Let's do the same with the left side. So back to the left shoulder. Taking that energy now down through the upper part of the arm, over the biceps and the triceps. Round and round it goes. Making its way down to the elbow. Any aches or pains in the elbow, let them go. Release them now. Imagine them dissipating into the atmosphere. Continuing down the arm now, making its way into the wrist, and now into the palm, and then finally out through the 5 fingers, starting with the thumb, forefinger, middle finger, wedding band finger, and finally your little finger. 5 beams of light come out of your left hand and your right hand. Let's go back. Focus now on the white light at the back of the neck, just between the shoulders, and bring that energy down over the front of your body, bringing it forward onto your chest. And as that light massages, golden light, white light, you decide it's warm, it's loving, it's a sunshine, making its way down over your chest area, but imagine it going inside your body too. So it could be touching your heart, easing your lungs, continuing down over your abs, your belly. Imagine it touching your kidneys, all the important organs, feeling the beauty, the enjoyable energy of that white light, that golden light, making its way down now towards your hips. And imagine that light now revolving around your hips. Round and round it goes, making you feel more and more relaxed all the time. Now back to the shoulders, between the shoulders, the back of the neck. Let's make our way down the spine. Now, lots of people will be harboring anxiety and stress and tension in the spine. As the energy goes down vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone, imagine any tension being released. Maybe you just want to stretch your back for a moment, sit up straight and have a little stretch. As you imagine in your mind's eye the light making its way down the back, gently down the back, bit by bit by bit, bone by bone. Oh, that feels good. That is so relaxing. About halfway now. Making our way down the back, vertebra by vertebra. 3/4 of the way. Last few bones to go. Lift that back, stretch that back. This feels so good. Now the energy joining up with that energy at your hips, going round and round and round. Now take the energy that's spinning around your waist area and bring it down into your buttocks, into your bum. We're going to focus on the right buttock first of all, and then we're going to bring that energy down through the leg. So imagine it coming forward into the upper part of your right leg. The energy spinning around those big muscles in the top of your leg. If they ache, maybe you've been on your feet a lot all day, your legs ache, maybe you've been driving and your legs ache, maybe you've been walking up down in a store, in a hospital, delivering the mail, whatever it is you do. If those legs are tired, just release the stress. Down into the knees. Again, you might have clicks and cracks in the knees. Feel the healing power coming into that knee. And then making your way down through the lower part of the leg, over the shins and the calves, towards the ankle. And now from the ankle, feel the energy going into the back of your right foot, coming forward, the flat of the foot, the arch of the foot, and then finally 5 beams of light coming out through the toes. Starting with that big toe, the second, the third, the fourth, and finally that 5th little pinky. 5 beams of light coming out through the right leg. Let's go to the left buttock and make our way down this side. So from the left buttock into the upper part of the leg, the big muscles at the top of your leg. You can see in your mind's eye that light rotating around the leg. Round and round it goes, wrapping itself around. Loving your legs, loving your muscles, loving your joints, into the knee. From the knee down into the lower part of the leg, the calves, the shins, coming into the ankle now. Imagine that light making its way around the ankle, into the back of the foot, the heel of the foot, coming forward to the arch of the foot, and then finally out through the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and finally the fifth toe, that little pinky. 5 beams of light coming out through your left foot. So just for a moment, breathing at your own pace with your eyes closed, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just enjoy the energy that's filling your body right now. Let me give you a moment to relax. If your mind wanders, don't worry, just bring it back as soon as you can. Do not worry. Just enjoy the calmness. Listen to the music. Feel that warmth as you breathe in and out. Feel the light filling your lungs, loving your entire body. Like sitting in a deck chair and feeling the sunshine on you. It feels so good. And any illnesses, any ailments you've got, just imagine them in your mind's eye now being released. Let them go. Imagine this light being able to heal you. Okay, now I'm going to get you to change your focus. Your entire body's relaxed. Keep it that way. And I want you for a moment to imagine filling up the room that you're in with that white light. Imagine that energy that's now filling your body. Imagine spreading that out so that it can fill the room you're in. So imagine the light going forward, to your left, to your right, and even behind you, filling the entire room. Anybody outside can see that light now pouring out through the windows. And let's take our energy beyond the room we're in now. And imagine that golden light, that white light, that loving energy going beyond the room you're in and filling up your entire flat, apartment, filling up your house or your block of flats, the entire building being filled now with light. Gorgeous gold, loving light. Now let's take that light even further. Imagine it now going out into your village or your town or even your city and enveloping all the buildings, all the people. Spread your love, spread your energy way beyond the room, way beyond the apartment, beyond your local neighborhood to the entire town or city or village. And now let's push that energy even further. Let's take on the entire county or state that you may be in. Pushing it out to all regions of your county or state. And now pushing it even further, imagine this light enveloping your entire country. Your entire country. You're pushing that light out. It's coming through you and going out through your room, through your building, through your neighborhood, out across the entire county and now across the entire country. Just feel the love that you've got for so many people, so many things, all the wildlife, all the nature. Now let's take it beyond your country and go to your entire continent. Pushing your energy out further and further and further, almost like you're stretching your arms out and embracing your entire continent. And now finally, let's go for the entire planet. Imagine in your mind's eye that you've got the energy now to spread all the way around our globe. And that light that you've got envelops the entire planet, the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, the east, the west. Your light now emanates across the entire planet. Feel the love. There are so many great people out there. Perhaps there are people out there in your family that live in different parts of the world. Send them your love. Imagine them feeling you right now. It may be brothers or sisters, mums and dads. Maybe the kids have traveled or moved to another country, or maybe just dear friends. Maybe you want to send your attention to a country that is at war, or perhaps has recently experienced many, many difficulties. Send it your love right now. And finally, just imagine all the nature, all the wildlife out there around our planet. How beautiful it is. Think of the birds, the fish, the animals on land. Maybe you're thinking of your local area, animals in your area. Maybe you're thinking of animals far afield, like Africa, Siberia, South America, Antarctica. What an amazing planet we live on. Okay, get ready to come home. Get ready to bring that energy now. Get ready to release the planet and start to bring your energy back. Gently feeling your energy, release the planet and come back to your continent. Focusing from the continent now, bringing your energy back just to your country. But still you're holding on to your entire country. Now from the country, let's bring it back home to your county or the state that you live in. And now bringing it back to your village or your town or your city. And now bringing it back to your neighborhood. Bringing that energy back now to the building that you live in. And from the building, bring it back to the room that you're in. And imagine in your mind's eye, the room you're in now, filled with this gorgeous white light or golden light. You decide which it is. And you can really feel the vibrancy now. You can really feel the intensity of this energy. And now bring it back to your body, emptying the room and just enjoying everything coming back to you. Now we're going to bring that energy back through the body, which feels amazing right now. Filled with joy, filled with love, filled with energy. You are vibrating at a very high level. So bring the light back into your left foot. Those beams of light coming out through that left foot, now back into the foot, bringing the light back across the foot into the ankle, up through the lower part of the leg into the knee, and now across the top part of the leg towards your buttock. Let's do the same with the right leg, drawing the light in through the toes, into the foot, into the back of the foot, up into the ankle, up across the lower part of the leg, into the knee, drawing that light back up now to your right buttock, so both buttocks hold the light. Bringing that light up now to the hips, and round the hips it goes. Bringing that light now up through the back, vertebra by vertebra. Bringing that light up the bones, one by one, like climbing a ladder or going up the stairs. Coming to the very back of the neck. Hold it there for a moment now. Let's bring the light from the belly up across the belly. Think of the liver, the kidneys, up, continuing up through the lungs, across the heart, over the chest now, to the top of the neck at the front, and bring it round to the back. So all your energy is now at the back of your neck. Let's draw it in now through the arms. Left hand first, 5 beams of light in those left fingers. Draw them in, into the palm of the hand, into the wrist, up through the forearm, into the elbow, up through the top part of the arm, into the shoulder. Same with the right arm. Draw that light in now through the fingers, into the palm, into the wrist, up through the forearm, into the elbow, up through the upper part of your arm now, into your shoulders. And that light just now on the shoulders. Focus it just on the back of your neck and gently bring it up across the back of your head, the back of your skull, onto your scalp, the top of your head, and now bringing it forward onto your forehead, gently bringing it now into the bridge of your nose until you're back to those 2 pools of light on your eyelids. And now finally allow that light to go back to that ball, about the size of a ping pong or tennis ball, that miniature sun just in front of you, and see the light start to dissipate. It's as if it was sunset and the light starts to disappear. As that light goes, just see the ball, boom, disappear into the distance. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Now that could be very calming, very relaxing, very powerful. Some of you may have had a tough day and so you've nodded off. Others will just be feeling calm. Try to hold on to that for as long as you can. Don't forget, we do M7 My Mind Matters every Monday at 7 p.m. That's the live broadcast. You don't have to be here live. You can also watch it on the podcast or the broadcast, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all sorts of platforms. Best place to go to find more resources is engagewithsuccess.com, and click on the resources button. You'll see lots of information there. My name is Paul Beck. I've been your coach this evening. Thank you for your company. Enjoy the rest of your time. This is the ultimate destination for exploring the inner workings of your mind, unlocking the secrets to cultivating a success mindset, and igniting your personal growth for lasting inner peace. Through immersive workshops, you will experience the synergy of breathwork, mindfulness, and meditation as catalysts for your mental fitness and profound transformation. You'll be guided on a path to embrace the present moment, master your mind, and cultivate emotional management. Engage with success and attain your state of grace by tuning in for the live broadcast of M7 My Mind Matters on Mondays at 7 p.m. UK time, or catch up at your convenience on social media. Visit engagewithsuccess.com and click on the resources button for links and plenty of free inspiration.